One of the biggest challenges these days is that more and more there's a self-service trend in the B2B community. And I think Gartner put it together over 80% of companies are waiting to the last possible minute before they ever even want to have a conversation with us. They're down to their short list and making selections. It's incumbent upon us as B2B organizations to get earlier in that buyer's journey and not be relegated to the very end. That's the challenge. How do we create those conversations? Marketing is taking on a much larger role in the sales process. You've even had sales come to you and say, how do you help us get into this conversation or this conversation with this boss? We need to be talking to the right people. It's getting the conversations with the right people is one of the biggest challenges in B2B sales and marketing. If you could tell us about ABM podcasting and how that's helping start and spark those conversations.
The ABM podcasting's helped us get to those people that we can't otherwise get to. They have gatekeepers, and those gatekeepers have been nicknamed gatekeepers for a reason. They're there to prevent sales reps from getting there, and everybody's inbox is too full necessarily to even look at the most well-crafted marketing campaign. This is a unique way of breaking through the noise, getting around the gatekeeper, and appealing to the professional aspirations, professional reputation of the people you want to reach, and giving them a platform to talk about things that are interesting to them. It's about the topics that are near and dear to their hearts, their professional interests and aspirations, and giving them a platform to take those forward into the market.
By literally giving them that opportunity to join the podcast, talk a little bit about the relationship that is created and therefore the conversation started. We started out here talking about the challenge was just getting them into a conversation, and that this is a unique way to get that conversation started, create that relationship that then can be taken forward in the buyer's journey.
Yeah, that one's kind of interesting. The conversations start as advertised, but once their guard is down, they've developed a sense of comfort with a talented podcast host, they'll talk about all kinds of things, and they'll start to talk about what motivates them, what interests them, what might a vendor need to do or frame things in a way that would make the most sense in terms of approaching them. So you get all kinds of information that actually helps you engage with them better, be more valuable to them, and elevate the conversation in ways I don't think anything else can at the moment. So in the past, I'm sure marketers have been in this situation of sales, help us find someone who will be a case study for us. And that's a heavy lift, both for sales as well as for the prospective case study subject. This changes it dramatically in that the conversation with sales is much more collaborative. Once they have a comfort level that this is going to advance the relationship in their target accounts, which it will do, they're forthcoming with people they'd like to see interviewed on the podcast. The other amazing thing that happens here is even those prospects that are maybe a little apprehensive about jumping onto a podcast in the first place actually become advocates of the approach. And those people that may have been apprehensive will often say, here's 3 or 4 or 5 other people in my network I think would be great guests on your podcast. That's crazy in terms of how effective that is.